Tonight, Hollywood honors Daniel Craig. With the 2,704th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But before we invite him up on stage, first let me tell you about our honoree. Daniel Craig is hailed as one of the finest actors of our generation. Like James Bond, he is a British cultural icon. We are thrilled to place his star next to another famous Bond, Roger Moore, at 7007 Hollywood Boulevard. Of course, our honoree is starring in the critically acclaimed and highly anticipated No Time to Die from MGM Pictures, which will be released only in theaters. I thought that gets some applause. On October 8th. Since his casting as James Bond, Daniel has played the role in Casino Royale, Quantum Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre. No Time to Die marks the 5th and last time he is portraying this iconic character. Daniel also recently starred in Knives Out as Detective Benoit Blanc, the last of the Gentleman Sleuths, which earned him a Golden Globe Award. Daniel's other film credits include The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I'm a Benoit Blanc fan. Sorry. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Logan Lucky, Enduring Love, The Mother, Layer Cake, and Steven Spielberg's Oscar-nominated film, Munich. He is also an accomplished stage actor. In 2013, he starred in the critically acclaimed Broadway show Betrayal. He also starred in Othello and A Steady Rain on Broadway, Hurly Burly at the Old Vic, Angels in America at the National Theater, and A Number at the Royal Court Theater. Daniel will return to Broadway next spring in the starring role of Shakespeare's Macbeth, to be directed by Tony Award winner Sam Gold. He also supports many charitable organizations around the world, including the Opportunity Network and the United Nations Mine Action Service. Please help me welcome to the stage Daniel Craig. You just stand. You just stand here and look pretty, okay? But before we hear from Daniel, we have 3 guest speakers who would like to say a few words about our honoree. Our first 2 guests, Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, are essential to the Bond legacy. This legacy began with their father, Albert R. Cubby Broccoli, who brought Ian Fleming's James Bond character to the big screen, starting with Dr. No. Michael and Barbara grew up around the Bond sets. They worked their way up in this iconic franchise, starting as assistants. Barbara and Michael have produced or worked on many of the Bond films we all know and love, including The Spy Who Loved Me, For Your Eyes Only, A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, GoldenEye, and many others. No Time to Die is the 25th film in the series. Having worked there since 1972, starting as a production assistant, Michael is now chairman of Eon Productions. Welcome to the stage, Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli.
Oh, thank you very much. Welcome all to this historical occasion. Daniel gets his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today, just to be days before the opening of No Time to Die. Certainly being a great James Bond, in the minds of many, the greatest James Bond, would justify such an honor, but it's only part of the reason. Daniel has had a successful career for 15 years before Bond, and he'll have a successful career for many years beyond. Now, to get your star, there's a little known requirement beyond professional achievement, and that is the recipient must be active in charity. And Daniel certainly qualifies. He's a UN ambassador, a fundraiser, himself a generous donor who generates millions of dollars for charity throughout the world each year, which makes him more than qualified for this honor. Daniel stars in a wonderful position near two other Bond actors and just one block away from Cubby Broccoli's star. Daniel, we've had a wonderful worldwide international release this past week, and fans and critics alike have recognized your achievement as Bond. This star on Hollywood Boulevard is a fitting cap to your amazing run as Bond. Barbara and I congratulate you and wish you all the success in the future. Thank you so much for being a wonderful partner, friend, and James Bond. Thank you.
Now, before we introduce our next speaker, we have a few VIPs in the audience who are here today supporting Daniel Craig. Let's give a round of applause for everyone at Eon Productions, MGM Pictures, and United Artists Releasing. We also have Michelle Sobrino Stearns, President and Group Publisher of Variety. Hey, girl. I'd also like to thank the local businesses that have been so accommodating for this landmark ceremony. Finally, I'd like to give a shout out to the LAPD. Thank you for being here to support Hollywood. Our next speaker is an award-winning actor who dazzled audiences worldwide with his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in the critically acclaimed Bohemian Rhapsody. For his starring role, he was honored with an Oscar, SAG, BAFTA, and Golden Globe Award. He also starred in USA's award-winning TV show, Mr. Robot, for which he earned an Emmy. His other films include Night at the Museum, Papillon, The Master, Larry Crown, and Old Boy. He most recently starred alongside Denzel Washington and Jared Leto in The Little Things. Please welcome to the stage actor Rami Malek.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I know, man. I know how you feel about this. He loves it. I'm so honored to be here celebrating Daniel Craig's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's been a privilege to work with him, to watch him, and especially impactful to play opposite this most iconic James Bond in his last venture into the field. Here's what you need to know about Daniel, though. Although he's extremely generous with his time, he's a big fan of brevity. So in your honor, I promise to make this quick. I love this story because it means so much to me. On my first day on No Time to Die, I'm coming out of my trailer. I see Daniel about 300 feet away. Now, I'm aware of the responsibility and the pressure of joining such a franchise and ultimately stepping into his world and his territory. So my plan was to just stay out of it until we were on set, meet him for the first time in full costume, full prosthetics, full villain. So I quickly ducked back into my trailer, peeking to see if he was still there. Yes, I know, it was not my coolest moment. And I don't know if you know how fast he moves, but this guy is like a cheetah. And suddenly he's like 12 inches away. Having sought me out, he grabs me by the shoulders and he says, "It's gonna be okay." And it seems like a funny thing to say to a guy who happens to be playing a supervillain and your nemesis, but that's just the kind of guy Daniel is. I was so struck by this immediate care and consideration, and I quickly came to learn, oh yeah, that's Daniel. Yeah, we all know he's a superb actor and he's dedicated and he could handle all of his own stunts with one hand tied behind his back and the other holding a Negroni. But he's as fastidious about his craft as he is about his empathy for everyone around him. He has this ability to hold these two potentially opposing things at the same time, an incredible amount of talent and responsibility, and an incredible warmth and acute awareness for what those around him need. but he doesn't have to turn one off to do the other. He holds space for both simultaneously, which I feel to be a very rare trait. And from this experience of working together, I have a very specific image of Daniel in mind. We're making our way to the 007 soundstage so we could work on a scene. And Daniel's kneeling on a tatami, this Japanese mat, glasses on, he's staring intently at the script on the ground in front of him. So intently, in fact, he's about inches away from the page. He's a very bendy Bond. That's not just Bond, that's Daniel. And even when we're performing a stunt where we had to basically break my arm, he does it in this most graceful way. It's like a ballet. Anyway, so he's hovering inches away from the script, and you can just see the investment immediately. You can see the care, the confluence of him in that serene position, but with laser beam eyes on the script. The dedication he applied to every scene, every moment of this experience, on screen and off, is something I will not soon forget. Daniel likes to say, in for a penny, in for a pound. Something your quaint grandmother might say as if she was giving you a cookie while also handing you your ass for being disrespectful. It's wise, but it's also very old school, very polished, and very classy. Just like James Bond, and just like Daniel. I think that attitude's evident in his work. I'm sure it's why we're all here today celebrating this man's illustrious career thus far. And man, I cannot wait to see where it takes you next. I'm lucky to have worked with you, to gotten to know you, and to be here for this moment. If you're lucky enough to play a bad guy, you'd better make sure the good guy is legendary. And this good guy is the best.
Just a little bit longer. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce administers the Walk of Fame on behalf of the City of Los Angeles. I'd like to introduce President Pro Temp for LA City Council, Mitch O'Farrell, to present you with a beautiful resolution on behalf of the City of Los Angeles.
I have to thank the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. You know, the Walk of Fame provides an education about the history of Hollywood, as well as inspiration for tourists, visitors, and the creative artists and individuals who come here to make their own dreams come true. Hollywood is a wonderful residential community as well. So everyone, the residents, tourists, visitors, they get to come to the Walk of Fame and celebrate the stars such as Daniel Craig from across the world. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce makes that possible for you. Now, if anyone else around here is a James Bond fan the way I am, you have a story. Mine started at 11 and I saw a double feature of Thunderball and You Only Live Twice. I was hooked from that moment forward. I've seen all these films multiple times, but before us today is a very versatile actor, and he's going to go on to do incredible things to add to his amazing resume already. So, I know that I will be punching my ticket for No Time to Die this Friday. Who else is going to the theater? So it gives me great pleasure and an honor to present a certificate on behalf of the City Council in the City of Los Angeles, Daniel Craig, on this day in Hollywood.
Thank you, President Pro Tem O'Farrell, and our fans in the back. On behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, we now declare today Daniel Craig Day in Hollywood. Congratulations. And now it is time to hear from our honoree. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Craig.
Just let that happen. Listen, thank you all for coming out this evening. I'm just incredibly touched to see you all here. It's this is sort of incredible and a great night. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, which is kind of what I am. So, some thank yous to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, to Nicole and to Mitch. Thank you so much for this amazing piece of real estate. It's and to United Artists. Thank you for getting us over the line, for being amazing. To MGM, to Pam Abda, and to Mike DeLuca, thank you. To Kevin Ulrich for being a wonderful, wonderful partner and a wonderful friend. Thank you. To Donna Langley and Universal, thank you. To all of my team who are here tonight, you're the best of them. That's it. And to Michael Wilson and Barbara Broccoli. I thank you from the depths of my heart. Without you, I would not be here tonight. So thank you for those lovely words. Thank you, Rami, for those beautiful, beautiful words. I just, I never thought I'd hear myself saying this, but you know, it's an absolute honor to be walked all over in Hollywood. So, and if happiness was measured by the company we keep, then me being on this pavement, surrounded by all of these legends, makes me a very, very, very happy man. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome Daniel Craig to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Look up, Daniel. Look up, Daniel. Daniel.
Back in the middle.
Yes. Thank you.
Daniel, look up.
I will. Look at this. You got one? Thank you so much, guys. Thank
Daniel? Daniel, touch it. How about you touch it? I love you. Whoever you are, I love you. Touch it, Daniel. Daniel, touch your star first. Touch it. Daniel, touch your star.
What do you want? What do you want?
Right in the middle. Gentlemen, right here, please. Right here in the middle. Kevin. Right here, guys. Right in the middle. And thank you. There you go. Daniel, right in the middle.
Hey, Daniel, right over here.
I can't stay down here for too long.
Daniel, hand on one side.
My knees will go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daniel. Very gracious.
I need Reuters, AMBC.
Oh, yeah.